Hey, 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 hey. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday as you come into the room. Make sure you hit that like button. Now, this is one big mess. I'm just going to start off. This is one big mess. Now, I don't know if this is a setup, if this is designed to confuse us or what is going on. I don't know. But, you know, as far as I'm concerned, SOULAR just a couple of days ago threw Velvet under the bus and allegedly said he was the one that broke up with Velvet. I'm not understanding why he is letting us know how much he loves and respects Velvet, what he's learned from Velvet, when he said Velvet was dumb as a bag of rocks. She didn't know the knowledge. So how can someone who's dumb as a bag of rocks in the bathroom allegedly either smoking weed or rock, how can this person all of a sudden be someone who you've learned something from? I'm not getting it. I thought that you were the person that went over there and structured family. Hey, how are you today? Thank you for joining the live. Thank you for joining the live. I hope you have a nice weekend. Thank you for being here on this Friday while we talk about Sassy SOULAR, who flip-flops. Now, the reason why this got underneath my skin, there's one thing I hate in a man is when a man is with a woman and pillow talk, something that's supposed to remain between the two of you that you guys shared, as soon as that man gets mad at you, now he wants to drag the information, your name, and the whole situation. I don't understand it. Hey Denise, hey sis, happy Friday. Hey Brooks, hey, happy Friday. McCray was the first one in here. I should have said happy. Well, actually, I did say happy Friday to him. So yeah, make sure as y'all come in, you hit the like button. I'm just not understanding where is this all coming from, and I want to say to people, please stop asking me, is Janae pregnant? I don't know if Janae is pregnant. 4 people have asked me in the last week, is Janae pregnant? I don't know if Janae's pregnant. Happy Friday. And I don't care if she's pregnant. Because, see, that's just something that they do when they're trying to get the attention of the audience. Now, she was supposed to be pregnant when they first got together, and we never heard nothing else of it. So I don't really buy into the pregnancy until they're a few months and we can see them showing. I don't buy into even reporting on that mess because it messes up your credibility. When you start just all the information that they start putting out here in the public, oh, Janae's pregnant and this and that and another. I mean, the Terry's pregnant. I'm calling her Janae. It just messes up your credibility. These people are sick. It says, hey, Essa, wonder if he is doing all of this because he realized he was no. Yeah, I think so. And that's funny you said that because he's an opportunist first and foremost. You see how he's hanging out with Jaguar. Let me drink some of my water. Hold on one second. You see how he's hanging out with Jaguar. Now, I don't know if he has something that he worked out with Jaguar, that he told her his life story in a day, and she is trying to look out for him because, she's probably trying to get relevant again, too. She was only a one-hit wonder. He's not a man, he's a boy, exactly. And you notice how he's spending a lot of time with Jaguar and her husband. I believe that SOULAR is homeless. I know a lot of people are saying, and you know what? I'm not judging him because I have to move. My landlord sold the house that I live in. And if I don't find a place, I'm going to be homeless. And I'm being funny, but it's a reality. I'm being funny, but that's not going to happen. But I'm just saying, SOULAR is an opportunist, and he's been hanging out with Jaguar. He's been trying to put her in the videos and, you know, letting us know that he's hanging out and still, you know, still around with Jaguar and her husband. I don't believe he has anywhere to go. I don't believe that he loves or he's in love with Velvet at all. I believe that he is trying to get back so he can have a roof over his head. She just went live. She did. So I'll go over there in a minute and I'll see what she's talking about, Denise. She said she'll talk about everything tomorrow. Oh, God. It says, happy Friday to you as well. All right, so let's listen. We're going to do a commentary live. I noticed that the whole community is probably feeling the same way I'm feeling. It's safe to say because a lot of people have had SOULAR in their mouth because we're going by what he did, which was an interview on Simply Anna's channel. You said one thing, but you're doing and saying another. He's a hypocrite, and like just was said in the comment section, you're not a man, you're a boy. Hey, Marcus. Hey, Marcus, I'm so busy running my mouth. Okay, so let's listen to what he had to say. Now, I was going to edit this video. It's like over an hour, I want to say, or 2 hours. I can't remember, but it's a very long live. But I said to myself, I'm not doing that. He's not draining my energy. You know what I'm saying? SOULAR's not draining my energy at all. So I said, I'm going to listen to the live, which I did, and I'm just going to edit out some of the BS that he is saying, and I'm going to do some commentary on it because I have some things I want to say. And I know he'd be in the bushes, and I know he's listening, and I know he's going to be mad. But, you know, I'm the type of person, I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, okay? So, you know, if you don't like to hear what you need to hear, then you need to stay off of social media because this is getting crazy. Yep, he's a boy. Yeah, and it's really sad. And I think that he must have shared that with Jaguar, and I think she's helping him out. But see, the flip side of it all is if he crosses her, which he has been crossing everyone that he has made friends with or amends with, she's gonna expose him. So I hope he knows what he's getting himself into. You know how Jaguar gets very messy when she gets mad. So let's get into this video.
Necessarily right.
I'm gonna go right here.
This message is a little different. I've been thinking about everything.
This sounds like a commercial, but go ahead.
I've been thinking about my response.
Uh-huh.
I've been thinking about the events and the things that I got going on around me. I've been thinking about the relationships I just came out of.
He wasn't even in a relationship with Velvet for 2 months.
Guys, this is really deep. This is really big for me. This is different. This video is not like what you may expect, but I want them all to hear it somehow. I want them all to hear this video somehow.
Boy, crazy.
First off, I want to say that I woke up today with a deep sense of love, a deep sense of forgiveness, a deep sense of just peace. And I wanted to bring up these two things. There's two sides to the scale, right?
You already know if he crosses Jaguar, it's a wrap. it's a wrap. She gonna throw him underneath the bus and drag him back out and throw him back underneath the bus. It's gonna be a wrap. Trust and believe that. Okay? So you guys, you wait for it.
They all add up to the feelings of gratitude and then responsibility. So the question everybody asks is, where are you responsible?
Hey,
where are you
Perez.
responsible, dude? What kind of spiritual leader would I be to get online
You're
and
not
start
a
blaming
spiritual
other
leader,
people?
bro. You're not a
What's
spiritual
going on in
leader,
my life?
bro.
You guys want the truth?
This dude is not a spiritual leader, and I'm saying this because if anybody runs across this video, my video at least, I want you guys to know, if you have fallen short, SOULAR is, I was about to call him Natureboy. SOULAR is not where it's at. His own family doesn't want to deal with him. I'm not saying that they don't love him, but allegedly it came out of 𝗪𝗛𝗧𝗖𝗛's mouth and his mouth. Neither one of their families, as long as they were in a relationship, wanted to have nothing to do with either one of them. And 𝗪𝗧𝗧's family didn't want to have nothing to do with SOULAR, and SOULAR's family didn't want to have nothing to do with 𝗪𝗧𝗧, and SOULAR's family didn't want to have nothing to do with him. Now, I'm not saying his mother didn't love him, but he could not sit around in the state of mind that he was in. She probably had this attitude like, you're back, you're going to go to counseling and get a job. And he wasn't on that time. And he couldn't stay living or around the family. And that's why he's not in California. If things worked out for SOULAR would not be even where he's at, okay, with Jaguar, or even staying at 𝗪𝗪𝗧 in Ohio. He would be home with family.
This is the truth. The truth is, I am grateful for all of the relationships that I have experienced. I am grateful for everything that they have taught me. 𝗪𝗪𝗧 had taught me to take better care of myself. She had taught me to eat better. You know, she taught me to take more spiritual baths, and, you know, to really be a disciplinarian.
No, she taught you to bathe. It's beyond spiritual bath. She taught you to bathe, because Natureboy taught you that you only bathe 3 times a week, okay? And that's because he liked to smell funkiness. And 𝗪𝗪𝗧, when she got out of that tribe, she said, I'm going to bathe every day. I'm going to shave. I'm going to put some acrylic nails on my nails. I'm going to put weave in my hair if I feel like it. I'm going to wear my makeup and mascara. It was called bathe your ass. Not no spiritual bath. She just told you spiritual bath because she didn't want to hurt your feelings.
Household and have organization and structure so that everybody can win, having that team mentality. You know, 𝗪𝗪𝗧 is an amazing leader. You know, she spurs you, inspires you to.
Now 𝗪𝗪𝗧's the amazing leader, when he made it seem like in that interview that he was the one that came over there and built structure, because the little girls were out of control. They were messing up the walls. They were stealing. They were hitting on each other. There was no structure because of what they saw the mother do. Let SOULAR tell it in that interview. Now, don't let me pull up that interview. And people like to hear the word receipts. I'm being sarcastic when I say it. But I'm just saying, we could pull up the Simply Anna interview, and he made it seem like when he came over there, he brought structure. So how did she bring structure to your life and teach you when you was making it out to be that 𝗪𝗪𝗧 was dumb as a bag of rocks?
Be yourself. With the whole knife thing, everybody please dispel that and let that go. She had a knife in her hand from the kitchen from when she was getting food for the girls. She didn't threaten me or anything. She wouldn't do that to me.
Now you just, I'm going to cross-examine him. Now you just heard this little liar. Now see, now I'm going to tell you something. pull it up. I didn't hear it. I'm gonna pull it up. But peep game, I'll pull it up. Let's just listen to this what I edited. He just said she had a knife in her hand, but she wasn't using it to attack him. But he said she ran him out the house with that shank. And he was saying, whoa, 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 like, we don't got to be on that time. Let me pack up my stuff. And because she was on that time, she didn't have to worry about him coming back. Because after she pulled that stunt, basically, he was done. He said he would call to check up on the girls, but that was as far as it goes. He lied. Thank you, love. He lied.
She loves me. And that's another thing I want to say about all these women that I've been with in this time that you guys have experienced up until this point, is that they all have really, really loved me. And each and every one of them have gave me just as much love as I gave to them.
Yeah, okay. You're a liar.
Fair. I'm not going to take that away.
You liar.
I'm not going to act like what they did wasn't beautiful or amazing, or it didn't matter, or it didn't affect me. So there's the level of gratitude. And the level of responsibility is, you know, not being the best man that I could be for you.
That boy crazy.
Not being the best man that I could be for you. Not doing more. Maybe one of the things that I noticed.
He's not an alpha male anyways.
Okay, I'm busy. What's up?
Look it.
No.
And Jaguar's husband is not an alpha male either. So I'll 100% bet that was his clown behind that walked into that the live that SOULAR was doing outside and was saying something to him, and he's gonna sit there and say he's busy. Because even SOULAR knows that Jaguar's husband is not an alpha male. Because ain't no way you're gonna be staying in my house and you're gonna tell me when I walk up on you that you busy. You ain't gonna tell no alpha male straight like that. I'm busy, like cutting it off. Boy, bye. You better have several seats.
So yeah, one of the main things with that is that I could have definitely done better. I have these beautiful routines. I have these beautiful schedules that we put together, and I don't always follow through with them all the way. You know, maybe if I stuck to my own schedules and my own commitments to myself more, I could have been a better asset to Velvet and the family. And maybe over time she felt like I wasn't what she believed me to be.
Which is,
you know, or maybe I didn't make her feel secure enough.
You did.
And I also would say that I could have definitely involved her and her mind in more of the things that we were doing collectively, more so as well. So there's those levels of responsibility in that relationship that I'll take. I'll take those levels of accountability. You know, I'll take the responsibility for those things. And
who is SOULAR telling this to? Why do we need to hear this? Oh, I get it. You're making it seem like you're teaching us from your mistakes, but you're really going live because you are trying to send a message from a distance because you can't get to Ohio because she ain't going to let you back in the crib. So you rather go on Instagram talking about how you learned from your mistake and sharing it with us like we're going to be inspired, but you're really doing a live for Velvet to hear, thinking it's going to soften her heart and change her mind. Well, let me just fill you in. I don't believe Velvet was attracted, had any love or in love with SOULAR, period. He is not her type. She likes men that are jealous, controlling, and they're alpha male, and they're very aggressive, and he's none of the above. Stop the press.
I'll do better. I'll do better, trust me. That's all I ever do. So I'll do better. And, you know, sorry I couldn't be what you wanted me to be sooner or anything like that or whatever it was, but it's a happening. And I just wish we could have built. But it is what it is. You've chosen another man already. Crazy. I have to let you go. You know, you've chosen already to be with another man. I have a house picked out for us and everything. I have beautiful things mapped out for us.
You don't even got a house for yourself right now.
You know, it is what it is. I have to let that go. And in tandem with that, I completely have lost my entire relationship with Janae because of my relationship with Velvet. So now that's completely gone. And if you guys don't know, me and Janae have a very deep, intimate thing. And the first level of gratitude is boundaries. She's taught me how to set boundaries to protect my soul, to protect my energy, to protect my well-being. She also is a very amazing nurturer, great chef. She did everything she could to make sure that I was always happy, and that was like always her forefront. Now, what I did with that happiness is another story.
That's not gonna win over.
You know, I would say the same thing accountability-wise is that, you know, I could have just done better with the energy and the love that she gave to me. You know, and I try to do my best, and I'm growing. I'm a work in progress, and you know, maybe they're correct. Even maybe Yahken's right. You know, maybe I'm not at the point to where I should be dealing with relationships.
I seen this dude SOULAR with his bipolar flip flop behind. He was in Yahken's live, and if you was in the live when I did the commentary video when Yahken was talking, he was in there clout chasing and kissing butt. I love you, Yahken, and he just every other minute was leaving all these, you know, like respectful comments to y'all, like, you know, like he was a fanboy. And then like that night, he's all like talking ish on Yahken, like he's a tough guy, like he's a, you know, like he gonna do something, ain't gonna bust a grape in a fruit fight, but he was acting like he was that dude. And I'm saying, which one is it? Do you got love for Yahken, or do you wanna, you know, shoot the ones with him, have a fair one with him? So why is it now maybe Yahken is right? Stop it, SOULAR. That's why you're not with Velvet now, because there's nothing alpha about you.
And this is what's called responsibility and accountability, guys. And I just want you to understand that this isn't a loss or anything. This is actually a level up. And it allows me to let them go comfortably because they don't want nothing to do with me. As much as they love me, as much as I thought that you know, what we had, I'm not going to sit here and blame them and say that it was fake. They gave me everything. I gave them everything. And ultimately, you know, Yahken's going to get his clout. Velvet's going to do what she's doing. And I just hope for the well-being of everybody. And I hope that these are all really good decisions. And I hope that everybody grows and really evolves from these things to where they need to be.
So fake that it's sad.
You know, I'm not looking back anymore. I'm not going to chase them anymore. You guys are absolutely correct. You know, I really should listen to you guys some more, because majority of y'all only hate because we don't listen. Majority of y'all only seem to throw hate and get angry with us because we don't listen to what y'all are saying. You're like, oh, this is going to be bad. Oh, man. And, you know, there's things that you see but don't necessarily are able to articulate because you're not there. But trust me, when we see those messages, whether you know it or not, we can resonate with where in our relationships or our lives that applies.
Yeah,
and whether we want to do something about it or not is something else.
Exactly.
So I'm one of these people who chooses to do something about it. This definitely does hurt enough. Yahken was my friend. I thought we had something going. Okay. I thought we were going to be doing business, making music with Brother Polite and all that stuff. And then this happens. So, you know, hopefully I didn't lose a friend. You know, hopefully I didn't lose a best friend in Velvet. You know, hopefully I didn't lose Yahken as a friend. And that connection. That was a great guy. I had great prospects to do great things with them. You know, Janae, I think time is going to fix everything with everyone. I'm not going to promise any more relationships or make any more commitments that I'm not ready to make. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I can't chase these women down. I can't keep trying to remind them of our love and what's real and what we could do, what we could be.
You can't keep going on lives telling us about your pillow talk and how you dropped the ball and how you're not an alpha male and how Velvet don't want you and Janae don't want you.
They want to do something now. They want to be something now. What they want is now. And I can't give that to them now because I need to give more to myself.
I thought you just said you had a house for Velvet. So I thought you did have something to give, SOULAR.
And so, you know, shout out to Yahken. Yahken is a genius. He has a great mind. And if you listen to his live, even though Velvet's in it and we all might want to be angry, she's saying what frustrated her and what hurt her in the relationship. And when I listen back to it, I realize a lot of those are misunderstandings and mistakes. However, there's still medicine to take from that. You know, she wants somebody who's outstanding.
So what I'm going to do is, because he's giving me a headache, I'm going to go and pull up the Simply Anna video. And she made it clear that she apologized for the distorted volume. So please don't be disrespectful. You know, things happen. You know, things don't always turn out the way they're supposed to. But she did do her due diligence. She did an interview with SOULAR. She allowed him to talk when Velvet had ran him out of there with a shank. So what I'm gonna say to you is, be respectful. I will put her link in the description at the top of this video, so you can go subscribe to her channel. All credits will be credited to Simply Anna's interview that she did. Let me see. I'm not listening to no one but SL from now on. She's a true shout out. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you, thank you. I really do appreciate all the support that I get. You know, without you guys, I am nothing. And I really think that all of us creators should all think the same way. Because if we didn't have anyone to come to these videos and listen to us, we wouldn't have a channel. So I'm going to share this video, and you are going to hear this dude. And he's a liar, man, and it's really sad. And when you listen to it, remember what you just heard, 10 minutes of what you just heard of yesterday's live that he did on his IG, and how everything he's saying is the opposite of what he said in this interview. So he has confirmed that he's a liar. Okay, hold on one second. So because I'm talking and she's about to stop this video. All right, so hold on. I'm gonna share it now. Yeah, so you decide if he's a liar. Let me see. Here goes.
Healed to be able to come together, because it's always a runner and it's always a chaser, and like that's why you was like,
this ain't that. This ain't that.
They not doing what they supposed to do, so it's like,
yeah, that's not the one. I'm sorry, guys. My bad. Yeah, she's been doing her due diligence. Now I wonder, I hope she didn't take it down, because you know SOULAR is such a liar, and you know, messed up his credibility. Natureboy leaves your trial. Oh, she may have took it down. But I probably can find it though. Yeah, I think she took it down. Hold on, let me look here. Live streams. Damn, where's that video at? Yep, because she did do an interview. Let me see. I got to go look for it on my channel. It looks like she took it down. And if she took it down, it's understandable, because SOULAR lied. See, I wanted you guys to hear it. Oh, man. Let me see. Baby. Which one is it? Oh, my God. I got so many videos. I'm trying to see which one is it that I had did the interview. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying. I got so many SOULAR videos now. It is unreal. Let me see. I got so many videos with SOULAR. He's just doing so much. Let me see if this is it here. Yep, this is it. I got it. I got it right here. I got it. Oh God, I'm so loud. Okay, I found it. I'm sorry. I put you guys on hold for a minute because I had to find it. Now, I probably did commentary to this video, so I will probably stop the video. The video will probably stop in between the interview, but I want you to hear how it's a different story. And, he's lying. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how all of a sudden, Velvet wasn't trying to attack him with a knife and yada yada yada, and just all this this flip flopping. It's just too much flip flopping. So we about to break it down right now. It's just too much flip flopping for me. He ain't gonna like me today, but I don't care because I ain't here for him to like me.
Sorry to Terry for how she treated her. I feel bad for what she's done. For what Velvet has done to the Terry. Terry's done nothing but apologize, been kind, been respectful, been attempting to reconnect, and the Velvet's been toxic in return. And so when I pointed it out to Velvet, I'm like, hey, look, this is not it. The way he responded, like,
sis, you already know SOULAR made Velvet look terrible. Yep.
Messaged her in my phone. She used my phone to message Terry because Terry blocked her. So she uses my phone to text her. And what it's saying is like, hey, can we talk? Can you please unblock me so we can talk? Or this and that. She never apologized to Janae because she does that to people. She'll be out of nowhere. She'll just go straight toxic on her. And it's like she doesn't need to do that. So I pointed that out to her because she did that to Janae. I'm like, that's not cool. That's not what.
Who bullied? You talking about SOULAR bullied Velvet? Queen. I mean, not so. SOULAR. You said Dekulu bullied her about it. Who did Dekulu bully? I'm just wondering. I'm sorry. I just caught on to that, and I hope I didn't. This is damn. I gotta go take this off and.
Now she wants somebody who's on the.
Oh God, what just happened? I'm not gonna stop this again. Hold on one second. I don't know what just happened, but we're gonna screen share it again. I just was listening. I was looking at the comment section, but I had stopped the video and then I can't like replay it. It just won't let me replay it. So I have to go back in and start it over. So that's where we're at with it. All right. So what's going on here? I don't know what I just did. StreamYard. Share. All right, here we go, I think. All right, so I'm going to play it.
That's not love. XYZ. Velvet agreed 100%. What happened after that? The next night, the following night after that.
Can you guys hear
Velvet
this?
already texted Terry from my phone.
Put a Y in the chat.
To unblock her so that we can all talk.
Right.
Can
you hear SOULAR? Put a Y in the chat, guys, so I'm not thinking that I'm playing it and it's not. Okay, I just want to make sure. That's all.
Me and Terry on the phone while she's in the shower. Velvet goes downstairs, smokes some crack or weed or whatever she went downstairs and smoked. Came upstairs, went in the bathroom, and was taking a bath.
He said Velvet went downstairs to smoke some rock or weed. Why would he say that? That right there, he said that on purpose because in this community, when people don't like you or they're waiting for you to be exposed to begin with, they wait for even lies to be told about you so that they can attack you and believe it, even if it ain't believable, to mess up your character assassinate you. And that's what SOULAR did. He did it to Ntiri. They made up. If that's what she wants to do, fine. But you're also going to hear from what I hear in this conversation. Well, this is my opinion. Velvet and him will probably be back together. If she don't go with Yahken, or if Yahken or whatever his name is sends her back because she's acting out or don't work out and she's not feeling it, I believe she'll be back with SOULAR. But you'll hear further why I believe that, because he even said in a roundabout way that he will take her back, if she doesn't end up going with Yahken.
Or whatever, and she's only in there for a couple minutes. I'm on the phone with Terry because she called, and me and Terry are talking, and we're like, things are being cool. I'm like, yo, I'm really thinking about the kids. Like, I'm really thinking about Ellie, thinking about Avi, and I'm thinking about, the future. And so me and her are talking, and it's like, yo, I really just want to be there for the kids. If the relationships are issues for the kids, then I would rather let go of the relationships. The kids are more important to me. Velvet comes storming out of the bathroom talking about, well, I don't want to be with you either. I don't want to be with you either. And go crazy. And then Terry on the phone. What is she on? She must have heard just like maybe a part of the conversation to where she's like, thinks I'm about to break up with her. Now, I'm in love with Velvet. I want us to build and have a family together forever. That's where I'm at. She come out saying, I don't want to be with you either. I'm like, what do you mean either? Like, what are you talking about? She starts going off. There's no explanation. There's no answers. She grabs a knife. I'm basically, she's pulling blankets, pulling everything off. I'm about to go to sleep. She's pulling the blankets off me. She's pulling the sheets from under.
So it is confirmed because a few people told me, and it's not that I didn't believe them, but I'm hearing it from the horse's mouth. So now you guys get the ones that don't get me. Now you get the point. I can only speak on what comes out of the horse's mouth. SOULAR allegedly said that Velvet pulled out a shank on him, basically running him out the house. So it's been confirmed from the horse's mouth. Now, that's the only way I can run with the story is if it came out of Velvet's mouth or SOULAR's mouth. And this is a mess.
To me, it's at the point where Ellie and Avi are just sitting there crying, saying, Daddy, Daddy, Daddy. They're scared. They're crazy. She got the door wide open, yelling down the hall. All this crazy drama in the middle of the night, like 12 a.m. No, the kitchen's right there where our bed was. So what she did was she went into the kitchen, cut a sandwich, and grabbed the knife, and then came and started talking to me. Like,
please make sure as you come in that you hit the like button. I promise you, it is free to like. Thank you.
You gotta go now. You gotta get out of here now. This is my house. It's my energy. It's my house. This is mine. And she was doing all that. I'm like, yo, I can leave. That's fine, but put the knife down, yo. Like, chill. And because of that, because she took it to that extent, that level of toxicity, in my head, I'm like, it's over. It's over. I'm leaving. I'm gonna leave. Don't worry. Let me unplug my studio. Let me take things down. Let me pack things up. I'm on the way out. Don't worry. The door's wide open. Girls are crying. She's screaming, ranting, and raving, acting crazy. Now I see why those girls act the way they act, because that's what their mama do. They only do what their mama do. So the girls be wilding out, rebellious, hitting each other, smacking each other.
So that confirms what I was trying to emphasize, and I kept reading over and over again when we were looking at that fire video. And I'm gonna pull it up right now before we even finish. That confirms that he was basically talking about her kids, which the kids have nothing to do with it. And I'm going to read to you again what he said. And he also said it in the interview. So obviously he meant what he said. Now, I don't know if he took it down. He may have took it down now. Let me see. I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it. Let me look again. Yep, he took it down. He took it down, guys. So like I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to keep telling you, they might be back together. Who knows? This picture, because there was somebody in the comment section, they said to me that Velvet was going to Yahken, and she was not going to be dealing with SOULAR. So I don't know who is telling a lie and who's telling the truth. But we're going to go to share this screen of Yahken after we finish this video.
Crazy. Because lying, stealing. These girls got problems, yo. And the reason is because it's what Velvet does. All day. And so crazy, me being there, I'm training these kids. I'm training these girls. I'm getting them back on point. I'm getting them to a great place. Velvet, his mind is so blown. She's so happy. She's so amazed. She's like, you're literally like the best father ever. I'm like, I know. I love them. Like, I know. I understand. And I'm teaching them like the best way I can. I did so much for them in abundance. To where these girls' consciousness evolved so high. Even Velvet. And Velvet has learned so much. I didn't know how stupid she was. Velvet really does not know any knowledge like that. She doesn't. I thought she did. She doesn't.
He pretty much just said that Velvet's a fraud. And they know the knowledge. One thing I will say about the men that were over in Carbonation, they was really over there for the knowledge. And if Natureboy asked them a question about the knowledge when he was serious, when he was teaching them, before he went back-ish crazy, they could verbatim tell you the whatever they had learned from him. The women never passed the test. But when Velvet talked, she sounded like she knew what she was talking about. But SOULAR, one thing I'll give him credit for, he knew the knowledge when Natureboy was teaching the knowledge. So he knows when he speaks to Velvet, if he knows the knowledge that she's been perpetrating a fraud. And I've been knew she'd been perpetrating a fraud. Velvet wants to be on top. Everybody, all women want to have self-esteem about themselves where they feel as though they're the baddest bees. But you can't walk around in life thinking that life's always about you, because life is not always about you. And when you're around somebody that knows the knowledge and you trying to run some game, say if Velvet was using SOULAR to, you know, to get her following up and attention and get her bag right, that was the wrong person to do it to, because he knows the knowledge. He got around you and he knew you was dumb as a bag of rocks and you are perpetrating a fraud. You don't know the knowledge no more than Malia knows the knowledge.
Aaliyah wasn't know nothing. She doesn't even know her own chart. So it's like, wow, all these years, you were I.
He said she don't even know her own chart. But see, don't sleep on SOULAR, because I might be rushing, but I don't see that fire video up no more. But I do see a picture of them being lovebirds. Now, this could be an old picture, but I'm going to say this to you. Unless I was rushing, and I'm looking right now as I talk with y'all, the only current picture I see that's up is a picture of them two looking in love. And this was now 18 hours ago. Now, the video that he had that was a fire video, I don't see it. And I'm going to look on the reels one more time. Maybe I was looking fast. But to me, either he's playing mind games with the public, because that's all they do anyways, or maybe they got back together. Because at the end of this video, you're going to hear him basically say, even though he contradicted himself, that he would get back with her if, I guess, she don't end up going with Yahken.
Oh, really?
And I'm quite sure he wanted her to hear what he said about it to get her mad, but also to let her know that he would take her back.
You're not really with the knowledge. You really are here for sex. That's Velvet. Velvet is here for sex. And deeper than that, when it gets past that and it gets to the family and it gets to the mission and it gets to the knowledge and it gets to that, that's all a ruse and a cover up. And I think that part of it is real for her. I just think she has so much trauma and stuff to where she can't honestly and authentically take a spiritual journey. She's over here playing the media game, just like Eligio did, and now she's turning into another Eligio. And she's gonna go to Yahken and she's gonna because she thinks she's the chiefess. She's the one. She's the queen. You cannot, you know what I mean? I know how
I told you, she thinks that she wants that position. That's why even after she left Natureboy, she always had that entitled type of mindset. Her attitude was entitled. Even on Big O, she would talk almost like she was famous. Baby girl, you're only known because you was in a cult and you had a child from a cult leader who abused you for many of years. And yes, they did say that Ntiri is pregnant. I don't know if she's pregnant now. You already know the situation with them saying that they're pregnant. Natureboy used to do it all the time. Somebody was pregnant, then all of a sudden they're not having the baby. So that's one of the mind games that they play with the public. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe they get donations for it. I don't know. But I don't know if Ntiri's pregnant at this time, but she could be.
she acting on how she feel about herself. So her being with Yahken, she would never be able to play that humble of a position. Clean. If she go over there, she got to be the top notch leader cleaner. Sorry, that position's taken.
Yeah.
So ultimately, Velvet's choices was either find another relationship, get off Fine, stop trolling, or eventually she's going to end up being with me again. Eventually. Because why? Her and Ntiri wanted to be polygamous together.
You heard what he said? She needs to get off the line and stop trolling because eventually she's going to want to be with me again because she wants to be in a polygamy relationship with Ntiri and SOULAR. That's what he just said. Let me push it back just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Velvet's choices was either find another relationship, get off Fine, stop trolling, or eventually she's going to end up being with me again. Eventually. Because why? Her and Ntiri wanted to be polygamous together with me. The only problem was that Velvet kept doing toxic things. Ntiri wanted to do it. Velvet wanted to do it. Me and Velvet and Ntiri were all going to be together, and we were going to do everything together like that, teaching about family, love, knowledge, everything. And it was all good, and it would all still be done. But Velvet's a tough, and that's just what it boils down to. She sabotages things. She ruins things when it's not needed. She don't have to do that. You know, she's scared. She's insecure. There's a lot of fear. And so you'll notice that she's online. She's not. She's talking about general relationships and general things because I was a great partner. I was a great athlete. I took care of the girls as if they were my own daughters. And Nana, I'm her godfather. I went there and made sure she had everything she needed. She had her food. She had clothes. The house was fixed. I plugged all the holes where they were freezing. You know what I mean? I'm there. I'm educating her. I'm changing the videos that she gets to watch on YouTube so she can learn, so she can grow rather than be distracted. These little girls are so distracted. And I went in there and I put them all the way back on purpose with, you know, healthy mental growth. Because it's a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old. It's my 2 cents in my name.
Yeah.
I just haven't used them in so long since in Mexico. So they just stacked up. And so when I got back, I just made sure that they had everything they needed all the time. Even the neighbors. I didn't use my food. I got extra food.
I'm not understanding why Velvet didn't know that this was going to happen. He saw Ntiri get thrown underneath the bus by SOULAR. And he was on this love wins all and all this other stuff. And he threw her under the bus. He dogged her out and he moved on with Velvet. Ntiri was saying he was calling Velvet at 3 a.m. The same way you get a man usually be the same way you lose him. See, Velvet is so stuck on herself, she didn't think that this would happen to her. I don't even think that
You're
she
right,
thought
Denise.
that he would get up there and throw salt on her name like he did Ntiri. SOULAR's family don't, and from my understanding, allegedly, they don't even want to deal with him. He said it out of his own mouth, and so did Natureboy. That's why they came together, and they were supposed to be tight and love wins all, because all they had was each other. Because her family wasn't going for it, Natureboy's family wasn't going for it, and SOULAR's family wasn't going for it. That's why SOULAR is house hopping now, state hopping now, country hopping now, whole hopping now. You think if he could be back in California and his family was helping support him and build him back up, that he would even be going through this? I don't think so. In my opinion, I don't think so.
Some neighbors.
Wow.
You know, and all the neighbors, because it's a hood. There's crackheads, but there's other pregnant women. So I got all the other pregnant women in the area. I got all of them groceries. Like I spent all the money. I spent all of it. I got all of them groceries for Christmas. I got everybody gifts. Everybody was happy. You should have heard the houses downstairs and upstairs. You can hear the kids in the house. They invite their families over. They're cooking. The whole place smells like food. And I'm just so happy about it because I'm like, yo, I'm an angel. I came out here and I really just blessed everybody. And then I felt like that was my family, and I felt like this is it. I really love Velvet. I will never lie about that. I love her, and I love the girls, and that was never fake for me. But I think it might have been fake for her. And so yet again, that's a heartbreak for me because I really loved her, and I really love Ellie. Like even now, like I'll call Velvet again just to talk to Ellie. Like, is Ellie good? Can I say hi to her? Like I would do that more than I'll press it, and I'll just call Velvet to try to fix that relationship, because Velvet's the one. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Velvet has always been the one destroying everything, and I didn't realize that until I was with her. Then I've been nothing but heal and repair and fix, and she just was it all in the trash, and it's all good. Everything was. This is the best thing I've ever seen in her life. For her, her family opened up, her mind opened up, her heart opened up, everything opened up. One moment of her wilding, and me.
I'm gonna tell you something. Anytime a man talk about what he do, he didn't do it from the heart. You get on an interview and you talked about everything you did, every red cent that you spent on Velvet, her kids, the neighborhood, the neighbors. You didn't do it from the heart. You didn't do it from the heart. You did it to have something to talk about, to big yourself up. Because that's something that shouldn't have been brought up in the interview.
Boundary and the entire relationship. And she did it once before. The only reason why it didn't end the first time was because I went up to her, I grabbed her, I held her, I hugged her. She said, "Don't touch me," kissed her and everything. And she was like, "Oh my God, thank you so much. You know how to talk to me. You know how to deal with me."
So yeah, I'm off this with that. I just, like I said, I hope you can hear me because my headset was down when I was talking. You can hear me now, definitely. But I'm off this with that. I just wanted to prove my point. He's a hypocrite. Hey, Arco, what's up, sis? Cyrus, let me tell you something. I try to speak the truth. I tell people what they want. Let me rephrase that because that's a lie. I tell people what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. A true friend tells you what you need to hear. If you walk around life and people are telling you what you want to hear, they are slowly helping you fail. Period. They're not your friends. And listen, they could be your family. They love you, but they're hurting you. They're going to keep you stagnant because the truth shall set you free. I'm going to tell you something. If family and friends, close people in your life tell you what you want to hear, you will never make change in your life. Because sometimes people in denial, you got to call sometimes people out on their ish because they can't sometimes see it. And you have to call them out and wake them up. They might not want to admit to it, but trust me, when you bring it to their attention, they're going to think about it. So, like SOULAR, I'm not probably, his, what I would call his, associate. He probably can't stand me. Because see, I'm gonna tell SOULAR what he needs to hear. And the times that I've talked to him in the DMs, I told him what he needed to hear, whether he liked it or not. But you know what? See, one thing I don't like is somebody, especially a man, that flip-flops. And that's why I'm glad that I had both of the recordings. Yesterday's recording, the flip-flop, and the interview with the flip-flop. You pillow talked with Velvet. You got mad at Velvet. Then you threw her under the bus. Now you ain't got nowhere to go. Like typical men will do if you allow it. And now you want to finesse her so you can get back in her house and have a roof over your head. That's all it is. You ain't in love with no Velvet SOULAR. And I don't believe Velvet's in love with you. But I did hear somebody in the comment section say that Velvet is now following him back on Instagram. Who knows? Maybe they'll be back together, like I said. Only time will tell. But even if they are back together, I don't care either way. But I feel as though just keep your mess off of social media. Nobody wants to hear about that toxicity. And stop trying to act like y'all are spiritual teachers and y'all need to take the same advice that you give. You guys haven't even taken time away from social media after leaving Carbonation and Natureboy to even heal. How are you going to help heal me from any of my generational curses or generational anything that's been going on in my life? How can you tell me how to fix my life? Are you Ayana or whatever her name was? You know that talk show? Fix my life? No, you need to fix your life. You can't. How are you going to fix my life and your life's messed up? Big sis, you're right. My husband is an old school OG. I'm trying to tell you. He adopted my oldest daughter and never talks about her as a stepchild. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And I bet you he never talks about anything he does for either. If a person talks about what they do for you or did for you, they did it to have something to talk about. You didn't do it from the heart. You did it as collateral to have something to use when you were mad, to big yourself up. Those be the ones with the low self-esteem, the ones that got to throw in your face or tell somebody else what they did for you, to big themselves up. But their self-esteem is low. They're trying to make your self-esteem low, but their self-esteem is low. Because should no pillow talk or anything you did for me be said to nobody else if you did it from the heart? That's just the bottom line. And SOULAR broke every rule to the game, and that's just point blank. And now he's backpedaling. He's trying to retract his statements, and he's lying, because I don't care what nobody says, whether I want to see it for what it is or not. Even in my own life, when people are mad, they tell the truth. And that's just the bottom line. They might say sorry, or I didn't mean to say that. No, you said no, you meant to say it. It just took you to get mad to say it. You got to protect your eyes and your ears. I'm telling you, because misery like company. People will try to get you in that same position with them. When a person's messed up in the game and they're miserable, they want you to be miserable with them. They don't want to be alone. Miserable people don't want to be alone. They want you to be miserable with them. Well, listen, I'm getting off. It's almost an hour. I've been on here almost an hour. I'm very proud of myself. I'm going to give myself a pat on the back. I've been doing kind of good with these lives. I will probably go live tomorrow for about an hour. I don't know. It's the weekend. I kind of slack off on the weekends these days. But y'all have a blessed weekend. And hopefully I'll be on here tomorrow. So I love y'all. Stay blessed. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out. And I will see you on the next live. Mwah. Love y'all. Put some hearts up in the chat. We got to stop putting those beautiful hearts up in the chat. I ain't seen them in a minute. We used to always end the live with those beautiful hearts. Let me see what's going on with mine. Mine's just acting up. I can't even put no hearts up in the chat. But yeah, put some hearts up into the chat when we end this live. Y'all have a blessed weekend. Be safe. Love y'all. Yeah, put some hearts up into the chat. I can't. I'm trying to put some up in there, but it wouldn't let me do it. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, there we go. Here's my heart. Y'all stay blessed.